from? No. I don't know. Sophia. Why not? Who cares about those? Wrap present, no. Where is it? Okay, let's go. So, let's go. Hey, I'm back. It's been a few days. Let me check on the dog. Okay, the dog is sleeping. So, okay, Google, allume le bureau. We need the lightnings. We were working on the lights, but yeah, we need the lightnings. I don't want to do it. I really don't want to do it. Let's do the Photoshop trick. If Photoshops can open. Okay, nice. How big? Is actually important because the cloud we use in Photoshop depends on the size of it. I don't know.
Where is the portfolio guy?
You can't see me? Oh, you can see me. What do you mean? I'm here. At least one of my clones. What? Sorry, let me lower the sound of the Mac. And the sound of the song too. Alright. So, I wonder if there are better ways to create clouds in Photoshop. Noise, I don't even remember what they are. Oh yeah, there. Difference cloud, fiber, lens flare, lightnings. I don't know. Let's see. I want to create lightnings with that. We would just create maybe just one texture and move it, transform it, should be good enough. Levels maybe. And oh, that's not it. That's not what I wanted. Is it possible? Not sure. Okay, let's try another one. Invert posterized threshold. Nah. What if we first make sure that it goes from the min value to the max value, then we use a threshold. Oh, the threshold is weird. Ah, still doesn't look like lightnings. Ah. Hey. How was the dog date? Dog date was cool. And I try to do that every day, which is actually the main issue currently, because I like to stream in the afternoon. I mean, for me, it's the afternoon. But the dog meeting, the dog date is usually around like 5, 6. So I was there today, and now it's a bit too late for streaming, so I don't know what to do. Yeah, boy was happy playing with dogs. Is that Perlin noise? I don't know exactly what noise is it. I'm not sure it's a Perlin. Maybe. I don't know what Photoshop is using. But currently I'm struggling. I'm trying to create some blah, 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 lightnings using those. I just want a texture, like a lightning texture. I'm quite sure we can do it, but I can't. Maybe with curves. No. Yeah, I was hoping to do some tricks like that. They would look like lightnings. Clearly it doesn't. Should we search for Photoshop? Great. Do we say lightnings? Lightning? Yeah, I want to create something like that. Like this. 6 minutes. It's okay. Ooh, that's a very old Photoshop. Render. Difference lightning. Ah. Okay, so let's follow a tutorial together. He creates what it looks like a gradient. Alright, cool. Let's create a gradient. How do we create a gradient? Like that? Yeah, probably. Something like that. Okay, it's not the same gradient, but it should be fine. Then it does difference lightning. So view. What is a difference light? I mean difference. What's the name? Filter, render, difference clouds. Oh, that's better. Does it really matter what shape we use? I mean the pattern. Like if I put gray everywhere. I guess. Let's see. Render, difference clouds. Yeah, it did. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know exactly how this algorithm works, but why not? Then invert. All right, let's do that. It does look like lightning. Then it plays with the levels. All right. I wasn't that far. It's just the initial shape that wasn't cool. Yeah, okay, that looks like lightning. All right, that's cool. So what kind of lightning do we want? At least this one is not destructive, so I guess we can go back to it later. All right, cool. That's actually pretty cool. I don't like what it does there. Multiply, and then we lower this one. Oh, maybe not. Oh, that's cool. Oh, this for terrain, like terrain elevation, that can be useful. Which actually might get useful for one of my next stream. I think for the next project, I will do another, what's the name? Flow field. A more easy one, just like with, you send an image, and then something cool happen. I will explain that later. Lighter color, yeah, why not? Can we use that? I don't know. Not convinced. Yeah, let's just tweak it in some ways. I don't know. Maybe we can create some archives. I will check the chat. Give me just one moment. Hello, hello. So yeah, I wanted to do... Let's get rid of this one. Let's duplicate and we merge. What's the shortcut? Come on. E? Oh yeah, that's it. I don't know how I can remember this, but that's it. Alright then. Let's see. I'm gonna fill that with any color. Like that. Inner shadow. Oh no, inner glow. Normal. Yeah, something like that. Alright, cool. So that it's hidden on the edges. Alright, so what's up, chat? Hey, Fuse. Doing well. Tired as always, but it's part of my life now. Dad's life. I was at a wedding this weekend and a boy was I don't know how you say in English. Canaille. A bad boy. Let's say a bad boy. Hey everyone. Thank you Nibrob for the sub. Boy is doing well. Like I did everything so that it's super tired now and he's sleeping. And he's sleeping very well. It's a success for now. So yeah, let's go. We need to improve that lightnings. Maybe we should get rid of let me see. Let's get rid of the bottom part. Ooh, what's that? What's that? Okay. What the hell? That's so ugly. Whoa. Photoshop. See, I don't know if you guys can see on the video, but it's so bad. It's so bad. All right, let's paint on it instead. So get rid of that. No, we get rid of that. Yeah. All right, we do something like that. And oh, there's something on the edge. Oh, Photoshop is such a mess. I need to learn another software. Anything will be better. I'm quite sure of it. All right, then we duplicate. I want to make sure that we can see both. So we can use screen. Okay, screens looks nice. Linear dodge, which is add. Why not? Lighter color. No, linear dodge is better. Yeah, linear dodge. Yeah, okay, I'm good with that. And then we just create some lightnings. Yeah. No, actually, we need the randomness. Oop. Yeah, more like that. I don't know. I hate to create textures like that. So much. Come on. What's that? It's a text. Okay. I'm having trouble hitting the shortcuts. Come on! Okay, like that. How bad is that? Looks bad. Anyway, we need to start with something. Can fix that later anyway. Yeah, we see that it's the same. Is screen brighter or what? Which one is the brightest? Screen or add? Add is brighter. Alright, let's keep the add. What if you use baked shadow and repeat this texture forever? Baked shadow? Oh, what's the subject? Hey, Brian wanted to ask if there is a way to make a shadow on an infinite plane. A shadow on an infinite plane. I'm gonna need some drawings. With directional lights. Oh, okay, I get it. Because, yeah, the shadow is being rendered with the far value. Oh, that's complicated. You can put like a super far value, super high far value, but then you will lose precision. Yeah, it really depends on the scene. I need to check the scene and maybe I will find a solution. Baked shadow and repeat the texture forever. That sounds... I don't think it will match. I don't know. Alright, cool. So... No, that's not what I meant. How do we change? How do we reset the... Okay, like that. That's an ugly lightning. Ah, should do the trick. Let's reduce the inner glow. And if it's too ugly, you just make it move faster and nobody will notice. Alright, cool. Let's save. Brown forest. Oh yeah, I did that. I remember. Lightning. Do we say lightning? We say éclair in French. She's a bit weird. This part is weird too. I don't know. Alright, so here's the portals. We need to work on the lights. Yeah, I got many remarks about that. It's too weird. We need the light to go on both directions. But if the lights go there, you can see the edge of the plane. I don't want to make a huge plane because it's bad for performances. I've tested this experience on right now it's 2 milliseconds to render on this computer, which is a good computer. On a Mac, it starts to struggle really fast, so we might have issues. So yeah, that's why I'm using a texture for the lightnings. We already pushed way too much on the performances. No static texture. I don't know. Maybe you can calculate that texture. I mean that shadow using sign distance field maybe. Yeah, actually that might work. Some big math on it. I don't know. Is that working? Let me check. No, obviously. It's never working. Alright, so let's go. We are almost done. I don't know if we can finish today because I don't know how long I have until the girlfriend comes home and say I want to eat. I want food. We need to finish the lightnings. We need to add the Doom guy. I will use a model on Sketchfab. Floor fade. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Oh yeah, we need to update the lights and then do a floor fade. I will show you what I have in mind. Okay, we can do it. I'm sure we won't, but we can do it. So, and just like we added smokes, we're gonna add some, what's the, oh yeah, lightnings. I hate to write lightnings, I just can't. Actually, we need that. We don't really care about the quality. I want this smaller. Let me check. It is? Is it? No, it's not. Let's use that. Let's reduce the quality. Faster loading. Oh, by the way, I did some offline work and I improved the textures. It was a 3K textures. It was so weird. Who used 3K resolution textures? Nobody. Psychopath. Maybe. Sets. Where is my project? So yeah, I've changed the texture to 2K texture. Those textures, actually. Oh, and by the way, there is no ambient occlusion on lights unless it's ambient light, which actually I didn't know. I should have explained that on the course, but I wasn't aware of that. PNG. Oh, I only have PNGs. Okay, let's use PNG just because I'm a maniac. Convert to sRGB. No. Okay. Floor. Up. Lightning. Let's go. So I don't know. Maybe it's a bad idea. I would use the same technique I did for the smokes, for the lightnings, but they will just kind of pop past and then fade out by turning like this. Problem is that it's not really concentrating inside, just like we can see on those. See, they are doing kind of around and sometimes go in. I don't know if I can do that without spending a lot of time creating the geometries. So I think I would just create long lightnings on the sides and should do the trick. And if it's bad, we just move them faster and should be fine. And if it's bad, really too bad, I just get rid of it. The portal is already really cool. We need to create like a pop-up one. Oh, this one. I just want to check. It's not as good as I wanted. Can we get something? Yeah, more like Diablo or some stuff like this. Maybe the middle one is not good. Green one. So easy to tweak. I love it. Focus. Sorry. See, we are not going to finish today. That's on me. We get some errors sometimes. Breathtaking. Paris train going home after a good work day. You take the train? Where are you living? In Paris? Mr. Glocks. Awesome, glad to read the day was a good one. Nice. Bonsoir. Hey. Psychopath. The chibi collectible? I don't know. No, we're going for something quite realistic, so I think I will use the realist Doom guy we found on Sketchfab. But maybe we can do something with the chibi one. Maybe we can put it on his hand or whatever. Not sure I will do that. Alright, so let's go. We need to load it. Smoke. Let's do right after lightnings. I'm sure I will write it wrong at some point. Lightnings. No, should be fine. Is it being loaded? Yeah. Then this. So smoke, lightnings. Like that. Probably much less, I don't know. Geometry. Resources. Lightnings. Lightning, singular. Alright, I think that's cool. Let's make them bigger. Actually, the scale will be different on X and Y, but not that important. At least now. The angle is random. Okay, we need to change that. Anyway, let's make sure that we can see something first. Alright. Word. Portal. I need to send the colors, and we are already sending the colors. That's cool. Alright, let's go. Nice. Nice. And we can animate them. I hope we won't have Z fighting. Oh, that's cool. Was not what I wanted, but that's cool. Oh yeah, check that. I will not do it because it's way too far from what I wanted, but it's so nice. Happy surprises. Happy mistakes. Happy accident. Is that happy accident? You know the guy that paint? Bob Ross. That's part of the creative process. Happy accidents. Alright, I like it. That's cool. Let's change the opacity to more. And we use the opacity. Yeah, it should go up super fast. And which one is the one that makes it go up? I guess that's the first one. Let's see. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Let's change the color too. We are using the B. We should use the C. Yeah, that's it. The scale should not change. item progress, item scale. Let's use the item scale. No, actually, let's just not update it. Yeah, okay. 1 minus that. Okay, they are doing both. Okay, this one is taking care of making the opacity go up at the beginning and go down at the end. And I guess it goes up faster, so this one should be the one making the opacity start. Yeah, that's it. See? They pop just like electricity. Alright, and this one can go down much faster, but not too fast. Oh, we have some Z fighting. No, that's gonna be an issue. I guess it's Z fighting with the smoke. Yeah, probably. Oh, they're all at the same place. What the hell? Alright, playing through Doom Eternal right now, and it's absolutely insane. Oh, you're playing right now? Cool. I really want to play it again. Yes, I am. A bit too much. Not lately. I've been slowing down because of boy. But yeah, I used to play every day. Hey, hey. Bruno Ross. I like that. I like that. Hey, 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 everyone. It would be funny to see a 5th model of the chibi next to the Rift portal. Maybe we can do... Oh, maybe we can do Konami code or something like that. And if you do it, you have the chibi version instead of the real Doom guide. Yeah... No, it's not cool. Developers know it's not supposed to do that. I can't let it. I don't know how to fix that without doing silly code. Maybe I can just add it and make sure it's... Oh, wait, I have an idea. We can put it on the other side. Yeah, let's do that. Easy. Yes, I just do this. Oops. Is it worse or what? I can't see it. I think it's too small anyway, if I do that. And it's fixed. Never mind. What the hell? Come on. Why are you like that? Can't we have cool lightnings without that fighting? No, there's something weird. I'm changing it, but I keep having the same result. Oh, I know, that's the first one blinking. Yeah, okay. So we just need to do... Yes, because it's 0. Even if I put the lightning on the other side, it's 0. So 0 multiplied by whatever you want and inverted, you get the same result. So plus 1. And we can actually do the same on the smoke. I plus 1. And no Z fighting. Alright, that's cool. I like it. Me like it. Now, it's not good enough. We need to fix some stuff. Let's think. Right, maybe they should be faster. Twice as fast. much faster. Yeah, okay, that's better. Then maybe we need less. I don't like the fact that they are sometimes at the same position. Maybe we can just change the angle randomly. Yeah, let's do that. If the progress is at 0, I mean, if the progress is ended, I mean the animation is done, we change and put it somewhere else. Let's see. They're all here, there. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's working. All right, that's a good start. And because of that, maybe we can have more. Yeah, okay, that's pretty cool. Oh, sorry, boy. Then we need to do something. Dev test, we don't care. Transparent, yeah. Blending, active blending, alpha map, side, and I want the wireframe because we need to play with the scale. Yeah, okay. Oh. What's that? Why are they being hidden while they are being rendered as transparent? That's weird. Is it because it's behind? Oh, yeah. But they are using additive blending, so why not? Oh, they are supposed to be rendered. I don't think I would change that for now. No, actually, that's an issue. See, we see all of them on the left, all of them on the right. If it's this side, we see all of them and just all of them. Let's see. Maybe we can do 0.5 and not a minus, so that they are between the smokes. And at least on the inside, we get the same result. No, it's absolutely not what I wanted. It's so weird. On one side they are being rendered, but not the other side. I messed up with the dev writing and testing. Yeah, alpha test, yeah, that's probably some things like that. Maybe. Not even sure. We know already stream making the Rick and Morty portal. It's uploaded on this YouTube channel. Yes, thank you. Next lesson, you should try Ray Gun portal like Rick and Morty. Yeah. We did. Indeed. Rick and... Oh, it's not working. Experiment. What? Can't we see it? I don't even know how to find it. I need a place to put all those stream projects. But it means creating a website, which will take way too long otherwise. So yeah, that's a mess. And I'm not happy. Alright, maybe it's with something else. Let's see. If I remove other ones, like, let's go on the portal. Instead, so it's not the particles, quite sure. It might be the halo. No. It might be the event horizon. No. Smoke then. Oh, it's all of them together. Oh yeah, I bet that's the issue. Def right false. They are not writing in the def right. Oh, I think we can add this to the other components without breaking anything. Let's see. Because they are using... No, it's not the flow field, obviously. This is the only one that is not used. Def right false. Yeah, they are using additive blending, so it should be fine. So, event horizon, yep. Hello, same. Okay, that's better. So sorry, it's pretty ugly. Let's put back what we had. Alpha map. Well, okay, that was this one. Yeah, okay, that's better. All right, so now we need less. All right, that's cool. Even less now that we can see all of them. That's actually much better for performances. Yeah, okay, that's cool. And now we need to kind of change the shape so that it's matching the circular shape of the portal. Let's go. Oh, thank you for... Yeah, that was it. That was a cool thing to create the portal. Yeah, it was cool. Maybe I would reuse the code actually. For the camera, I mean. Not the portal. Yeah, I prefer this one. Portal 2, yes, indeed. A bit more realistic. So, okay, let's go. It's going well. It's going really well. We need to play with the scale. Actually, the scale can be always the same. No, probably a bad idea. No, I'm not using the scale. Yes, because we are not editing on each frame. So, scale, that's X equal, I don't know which one I will use. This one, and the Y, half of it. The idea is to create some kind of rectangles. Mesh, scale, what? Item, mesh, scale. Oh, yes. Ooh, that's bad. That's really bad. You see the oh, okay, no, I don't think it will be okay. I will keep trying just to make sure that it's a bad idea, but I don't think we can use that. No, maybe not wireframe, maybe just that. Okay, so what I wanted to do that we will probably undo quickly. Angle. Rotation Z, yeah, but the rotation Z will be the same as the angle. No, it's not doing what I want. Rotation Z, item angle, we change it. Mesh position equal that. Let's reset the radius to just 1 for now. Hey, hey. Yes, I did. Never saw a real portal. Why did we get this? We're using the angle to place it all around. Then we are using the angle to rotate it. Ah, that's weird. Mesh rotation Z element. Ah, but we are changing this angle. No, it's supposed to be working. I'm missing something. We are using radiance in both situations, so let's place on a circle. Ah, that's something weird. If we remove that, they are supposed to be... Yeah, okay. They all have the same position. We update it. Or maybe it's the opposite, like cos and sin. That would be funny. Yes, that's it. All right, cool. So now they are in the same position. Let's invert those. So I can just do that. Yeah, okay. So now they are kind of always positioned all around the portal. Yeah, okay. Seems like it might work. I don't think it will look good enough. Okay, scale. The radius, it can go down just slightly. Following speed should be really small, like 3. Alright, so now they're moving. And it's probably going to look bad. Ah, yeah. That's sad. Yeah, it's not working. Maybe if I change the texture. No, I don't like it. All right, undo, 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 undo. How much? I don't know. Yeah, the initial one was much better. Yeah, the only issue is that it goes out. That's what I don't like. I don't know if I can just put it inside, like, I don't know, maybe we can do that. Yeah, see, that's weird now. We have those nuts starting on the edge. We can do a shader to fade them out when they are, I mean, to fade the part that is outside. I don't know. No, too fast. If we do a shader, we are going to need to make sure that we send the center of the portal. Yeah, I think I will do that. Yeah, it's a bit far-fetched, but it should do the trick. And I'm out of IDs, easy IDs at least, so let's do that. A template starter or something like that. What was the question? I have a question, teacher. On your GitHub, do you have a startup setup to Three.js? I mean, to set up to starting the journey with Three.js. Yeah, check. Yeah, it's actually the one I'm using right now. I check on my GitHub. Where is my GitHub? No, actually, I can't open the GitHub because I have also my client project on it. But I'm using the, what's the name? Three.js template complex. That's the one I recommend you to use. It's using classes oriented, what's the name? OOP, oriented object something. Programmation, whatever. All right, cool. So yeah, let's do that. I will create a shader just for that. That's so sad. I'm gonna use, which one can I duplicate to gain more time? The halo? Yeah, let's go. just need to get rid of the one on the outside. So lightnings, let's go. Vertex, we don't need it, I think. Let me check. We have the UV. Yep, that's good. The fragment, let's put it there. Then we need to take the texture. So we are going to send one texture. Sampler 2D. U. Mask texture. Can we do something else? And we have access to shaders, so no, I have no ideas. So no, let's just use that. We need to send the color too. That's where you realize how much Three.js is doing for you. Float, mask, strength equal texture 2D. We use that with the VUV, and we just need any value. Usually we use the R, I think, for alpha, so why not? Then we do this, then we do that, and then we celebrate. Next, we need to fetch those shaders. Yeah, we can use that. Vertex shader, lightnings. Nope. Lightnings. Lightning. What? What's the issue? Oh, we don't need to go. No, we do need to go there. Lightnings. Yeah, see? That's what I said. I can't write it. Then the material. Let's keep the old one just in case. That's right, we can keep that. We need that too. Blending, yes. Alpha map, that doesn't work. We need to do it on our own. Opacity, no, that doesn't work too. Oh, we need to send that too. Yeah. See? So complex. U alpha. All right, like that. All right, cool. So uniforms in the order. Boy is still sleeping. All good. Okay, we need that. Next one is the color. We can use this one. Last one is the alpha, and we set it to 1, but we are going to update it later. All right, cool. Yes, I know I don't have to write vertex shader twice. I know that. All right, we don't need this one. Scale, okay. We use the material, then we update this, but this one is going to be uniform u alpha dot value. Okay, it was good. Okay, I probably broke everything, but we can check. U alpha. U alpha value, uniforms, U alpha value, lightning 117, 117 I mean. Item material uniforms with an S. Wow. Only one mistake. Just like if I've been doing that for years. Just really, do you like to copy OPM FO? My first language was C. Yeah, I see. I understand. You need to change. You need to adopt OP. Yeah, definitely. Portal gradient color? What do you mean? I mean, we can change the color at any point. We can do that. We can do a disco portal. Can we get some kind of opacity gradient to cover overlap sides? Overlap sides, what do you mean? It's probably what I'm doing right now. What I want to do is make sure that the lightnings on the outside are just not visible. That's what I'm doing right now. Hey, I'm new to your Three.js class. Welcome, Vinicius. Yeah, that was the one. Yeah, I think it's working on the mobile. Be careful, we are putting a bit too much on the performances, so it might start to have a bad frame rate on mobile. I don't really care because I'm just doing that for fun. So if it's you have a bad frame rate, I don't care. It's not a client project, but yeah, it's working on mobile. I think so. Maybe not every mobile. Yeah, I tested on my. It's a Pixel 4. Let me check quickly. Doom Portal. No, it's not, no, okay, it's not that great on mobile. Ooh. Yeah, I think we are at 20, 30 frames per second. I think it's because of the pixel ratio. It destroys the performances. Even if it's clamped to 2, I'm quite sure it destroys the performances. It's not the flow field. Flow field should be fine. But I don't care, I'm just trying to create cool stuff. Girlfriend is leaving work. So let's go. We need all of this to make sure that the alpha goes to 0 on the outer part of the halo. Right? Float outer alpha equal, and we can do something like, oh, we need yeah, that's actually not that simple. We need to send the position. Model position, yeah, that's not great for performances again, but we don't care. V model position, all right, something like that. We send it there. Then we retrieve it. Oh, I made a mistake. Vec3, V model position. Yeah, let's just use XYZ because it's a Vec4. Yeah, okay, it's working. Then we retrieve it there. And we can do something like length of that, and the radius of the portal being 1. It should not be too complex. So here we can do vec3 of that to just check how it looks. Okay, now actually we just need on the, because it's aligned, oh yeah, I'm comparing to the center, but it's not that, it's on the Y and X maybe? XY? YX? Yeah, okay, that's it. Okay, cool. It's working. Plus 1.0. No, minus 1.0. Yay! Oops. Multiply by a lot so that it goes fast to the value. Yeah, that's it. And then we just invert it. So 1.0 minus that. Yeah, okay, it's working. And we make sure that it doesn't go above 1, otherwise it will mess up with the initial alpha. So we do 1.0 and that value. Yeah, nice. And then we can just multiply this. Oh, we can do it before. Yeah, so that we do it in one row. Yay, that's it. Took 20 minutes, but that's exactly what I wanted. Okay, it's not as good as having those kind of doing circles around the portal, but I think it's cool. And as always, there is way too much of those, so we need to slow it down. Let's improve it slightly. Oh, we can't improve it. Oh, it was a... Oh. Can we add a level on top of it? Maybe. Yeah, let's try this one. Photoshop. Maybe it's too much. Nah, it should be fine. Things. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. It's more subtle. And we need less. So sad. Yeah, that's it. It's great. I like it. They're a bit brighter. Can we make sure that... is it possible? I wonder... Why they are not brighter? We can just multiply this one. No, I don't think so. Nah, it's doing something weird. Oops. Come back. Come back. That's weird. I will check the chat. I don't know if you guys are talking. Don't worry, I'm coming. Okay, should be better. Yeah, okay, that's cool. I like it. We have the lightnings. Yeah, victory. Flow field are so damn cool. I know, that's why I want to do another one. The next project will probably be that. Or maybe the Lego thing. I want to do something with Legos. Actually, I don't know if legally I can do that. Should be fine. If it's just for fun. I don't know. I don't know if you guys saw there is a Lego game. I haven't tested. Oh, he's awake. Okay, he's sleeping. A Lego game? Game of Thrones? No, that's not what I meant. Calm down. A super realistic, like really simple game. Just have few... no, that's not it. That's not that. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Like, you just have a small set of Legos, like a small platform, and you need to move characters to the end by changing some stuff in the environment. RTX Lego game. RTX Lego game? So it's kind of just for the demo? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and I just love the render. I know we can't do that in WebGL, especially because it's using RTX. You have a perfect reflection. But I wonder, can we get close to something looking really good like that? Having some scratches on the plastic, beavers. I don't know. I need to play this game just to enjoy the graphism. And I have an RTX. It's an old one, but I have an RTX, so yeah, definitely I should try that. Anyway, we'll see. Yeah, some post-processing. We won't go that far, but something looking really cool might be already a good start. Oh, mobile too? Okay. And is the name RTX Lego game on mobile? I can't do that. Hey, you French? Yes, obviously. What do you do with this project? Which one? This one? I'm just creating a Doom environment in for fun because I wanted to do some flow field and I just love the game. I'm trying to recreate a cool part of it. My game is at that speed. I follow your Three.js Journey course every evening, every day. Nice. Hang on. What if you speed up the lightnings to something like that? No, it's too fast. No, we need to kind of keep the static effect. Just like it stay on the retina too. Oh, by the way. Oh yeah, we have the bloom path. It looks pretty cool. It's too much, but I love it. This one is cheating. Anyway, it's bad for performances, so... Yeah, on my PC it's fine. Oh, 7? No, actually, it's not that great. Alright, is the voice or the Mac have a nice qualité? Thank you. It's Shure SM7B. Let me write it for you, it's gonna be easier. Shure SM7B. Oh, shoot. SM7B. This one. And you need to buy an interface too. You know, the audio interface. I use the Scarlett something. Scarlett Solo. Be careful, it's a bit expensive. Alright, cool. Why can't I go back? I lost the shortcuts. Can I do that? Okay. And this, zoom in. Okay. Get rid of Photoshop, buy Photoshop. And let's push that. All of those errors should be fine. Oops. I did it again. Lightnings, not lightings. It push. Alright, it's being pushed, so you guys can test it in maybe 1 minute. Next. Lightnings. Yeah, let's add... no, let's improve the lights. Yeah, I wanted to improve the lights. Because it seems that this is weird. So yeah, let's fix that. Actually, let's just change to some classic... what's the name? Point light. It's not very realistic, but it will do the trick. So we need to get rid of that. This. Portal. Why am I adding the lights in the environment? Lights should be part of the portal, right? Maybe. But all the code is already in the environment, so I think I will keep it in the environment. When did you start programming? Oh, it was... I can't calculate that. I started programming... 12 years ago. 11 years ago. Yeah, I think it's 11 years ago. Not sure. 13, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 12 years ago. That's it. Alright, so no rect area light. Let's get rid of the helpers. Let's just comment them for now. Let's get rid of all the debug thing, because it's not going to be the same properties. And then we can change that. Point light. Point light. This one should be the same. This one should be different. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. All right, nice. Maybe it's a bit too much. I don't know, like 6. It's super wet. Why is it that wet? Yeah, the rect area light, you can't really have like a reflection as easily as with the point light. I mean, it looks completely different. Now we can see that it's a bit too wet. Maybe we can change. We have nothing for that. The roughness. If I increase the roughness to 2. Yeah, it's doing the trick. We need some debug there. Yeah, let's do that. Yes, I was lazy right now to copy just that. So, lights, debug folder. Oh yeah, I created debug folder there. Can I take it from somewhere else? Yeah, this one. Yeah, let's do that. Add folder. I think you just need to send a title. It's gonna be floor. Then we can do that on the material and change the roughness between 0 and 5 with a step of 0.001. So how many mistakes did I do? None. Wow. I'm surprised. Okay, that's cool. So we have the roughness. Displacement scale. Let's do the same. Displacement scale from 0 to 1 should be more than enough. Okay, cool. Normal scale. That one is a bit tricky because it's the same value. Scale. Then we tweak it there. From 0 to 2, just in case. And when it changes, on change, we update the 2 values of the material. Using the same values. So if you have no displacement, oh yeah, that's cool. We don't need much that displacement. I mean, seeing from here, you see that it's way too flat. But from here, you can't see much. Yeah, we can tweak that later anyway. Maybe it will improve the performances. I don't know how bad it is to have so many vertices just for one floor. Guess it's fine. Unfortunately, the performances are so good right now that I can't see any difference if we change stuff, so I don't know. I was going to change something else. Normal map, normal scale, yes we did. Displacement, yep. Roughness, yep. We don't have any AO map, no metalness. We can play with the elevation, why not? I'm gonna check the chat soon, give me a moment. Why between -1 and 1 and the step can be that? Yeah, so that we can move it. Oh, what? -1, maybe -2 and 0. Yeah, more like that. Yeah, okay, cool. I wanted to be able to tweak, to change the wireframe just for fun. It's easy anyway. wireframe, you remove everything, and because it's a boolean, it should create a checkbox. Yeah, check that. I love wireframe so much. It's kind of the backstage. Alright, so at least where I live in Balkans, there are tons of companies basically hiring people off the street to see if they can bring value in a couple of months. Sounds good. Tu as fait une école avant, tu peux apprendre en accéléré avec les écoles comme O'Clock ou le Wagon. I've heard of le Wagon. Pretty good reviews. But I don't see the point. Actually, many mid-sized companies hire juniors on a small salary and bet on them bringing values in 6 to 12 months. That's cool. That's cool. Nobody wants to hire a junior? No, that's not true. We used to do that at Immersive Garden. Take people that are not great but have potential. They will get better. The code is so well organized, you will either consider doing a tutorial or something like that. You mean that code? Yes, I have so many requests about that, how to create this kind of, how to organize like this, and I think I will add it's quite sure, I will add a lesson on Three.js Journey about that. Quite sure. Depend about your age, your studies, maybe it's great to have some professional experience. Spicy question, why not using Babylon.js? Babylon.js is more like a game engine. It's great because in less code, less effort, you can have so yeah, I wanted to send Three.js Journey, check the chat. In you do less effort and you get more done, so that's great. But I like low level as possible with as less abstraction as possible, so that I have full control over everything. That's why I prefer. I don't like to do like native WebGL because it's way too much effort. But the step above is Three.js, and it's great. I have control over everything. And the step above is Babylon.js, and you have less control because it's above. But still, it's much easier to create stuff on Babylon.js. Has an incredible share tool, changes are always indestructible, it's maintained by dedicated team. Yeah, they are doing great work. I check the updates and it's always really cool. They are doing things really fast. I am programming since April 2017, and I'm still a newbie. How do you improve skill? Just create experiments for fun and push them as much as possible, just like I'm doing right now. I'm enjoying doing it, so I can spend hours and hours on it, and I get skill. I can put it on Twitter so that people can see it, and then I get like recruiters, clients. So just keep doing cool experiences for fun, and you'll be fine. You will improve, and even if it's bad, you just reach your limit. You know how to push those limits. Just make sure to finish them as much as possible so that you have some stuff to show. And yeah, create your portfolio and put all of those experiments you did. Yeah, and you will get better. You will get better. So yeah, okay, it's looking good. I mean, I like it, though it's a bit too wet. We can change that later with the roughness. Oh, there was something I wanted to test. Check. That. Oh yeah. Then that. Then that and that. Ah yeah. That one looks great. Ooh. I like so much to have like clean surface. I mean, a flat white surface, but just with the roughness map. Looks so cool. Can change it. Oh yeah. Can we do something for that? I want to do something for that. I need a name. Clean? Yeah, let's do clean for now. So false. Then we tweak it. It was what? Yeah, floor clean. So let's go. Floor, I'm losing time. Sorry, I'm sure I will not finish today. That's the reason. Floor clean. And if we do that, yeah, I was working on the light and then I switched to the to those. What's the name? To the floor. Change. Like that. If this floor clean, we do this, otherwise we do. So if it's clean, maybe we can just play with the scale. Oh no, we need to reset the map. Can we just set null? I wonder. Map equal null. Otherwise, map equal this texture color. Yeah, that's it. Let's go. And now it's broken. Shoo. This floor clean. We change the map. Yeah, it's supposed to use the map. Maybe we need to update it, like a needs update. I don't think we are supposed to do that on materials. That was it. Okay. Why not? Yeah, actually, yes. Now I remember. So, map. Yeah, normal map, normal scale. Yeah, we can set this one to nothing. Displacement map. Yeah, we can do, oh, shoot. This one and this one. And we keep the roughness. Yeah, I would just keep the roughness. Let's put in below. Something like that. Yeah. I just like this version. I wanted an easy way to toggle it. Okay, that's cool. We lost so much time. That's great. We need to play with the elevation and the tweaks of the lights. Let's go. So yeah, we have nothing in the lights. We don't need the helper that much. We have the intensity. So yeah, we can bring this back. And just, yeah, let's remove this one, this one, this one. We keep the intensity and we can change the color. Yeah, okay, that's better. And I also want to be able to change the elevation. It's gonna be light instance position Y. Light Y, and it can be from, I don't know, like 2 to -2. Yeah, should be more than enough. Whoopsie. Oh, it's the opposite. -2 to +2. All right, so now we can lower them. It looks weird. It's not what I wanted. Yeah, maybe that wasn't such a good idea. Okay, let's keep it like that for now. We'll play with the roughness later. Oh, this one should do the trick. Yeah. Stop. So, by the way, you guys can test. Let me send you the link. There. Is it working? Yes. Looks like so. If you wait just 1 minute, you will have the new version. Alright, cool. Now what we need to do is make sure that what's on the outside just kind of fade out. I will do some tricks on the floor by injecting some code in the shader, which is far from being easy. Where is it? Floor material. Yeah, that's it. And we need to do the classic on before compile. We can do it there. Let's do some comments. Geometry. Material. Mesh. For compile. I think that's it. And I think you need to send something like that. Yeah. Shader. Alright, cool. And we need to play with the fragment shader. Where's the fragment shader? Uniforms. Fragment shader, yeah. Okay, cool. Fog fragment. We can do it. Encoding, tone mapping. Maybe on this one. Which one should never change? Always forget. The fog. It's kind of a fog. So yeah, maybe we can do that. We don't care about this one. We don't care about this one. All right, let's replace the fog because why not? Oh no, he's awake.
Hey, buddy.
Wanna say hi? Oh, yeah.
Hey, boy. What's up? What's up, baby boo? How was your nap? How was your nap? Say hello to the chat. Ow. Yeah, that's my boy. Ugh.
Yeah, when he wakes up, he's supposed to pee. Can you do exit of the character from the portal? It doesn't have to be a character, it can be an object. No, I don't think I will push the animation that far. I just want a static scene, I will just add the Doom guy and we spent already quite a lot of time on that. Can you go back to sleep, my boy? Huh? Interview, I just try to do natural because if I do too much, it will be like acting. Yes, obviously. Depends about the way you apply your profile. How do you handle job interviews? Well, many things. I think it will happen to me right now. So. Displacement particles? What's that? Displacement particles. I don't get it. Hologram like the koi fish in Cyberpunk? What's that? Koi fish. Hey, my baby boy. Ah yes, I did those kind of effects. Calm down, calm down. You're gonna fall, boy. Yes, I did. Actually, I did one for, what's the name? Citrix and Red Bull. You know, the Formula One website. The bottom sections. Yeah, I'm so distracted right now. Ah, come on, boy. Yeah, I'm gonna need to walk in. Let me just catch up with the chat. You no longer stream every day. Yes, I know. I want to, but I can't. I wasn't even at home this weekend, so that was impossible. And I'm starting to give lessons again. Oh, careful, boy. I'm starting to give lessons in school in 2 days, so I need to prepare everything. So I won't be able to stream every day like usual. But I will try at least 2 times a week. I will try. Épithèque à Lyon. Le truc, c'est que j'ai un bac plus 3, mais malgré tout, je suis en galère depuis au moins. Ah, yeah. Well, these days are maybe not easy. I mean, with COVID and things like that. All right, so sorry guys, I need to walk the dog. Give me 5 minutes, I will be back. Back, give me 1 minute. Okay, and don't forget to drink. So, oh, wrong screen. Okay. No. Water. Drink water. Crazy. Hi Bruno, just wanted to say thank you for your course. You're welcome. Even though I am new to programming, especially JavaScript, I was able to pick up the basic. Oh, that's great. With a few lessons thanks to your style of teaching. Oh, that's awesome. That's cool. Don't forget to show us the final project once you're done. Drinking in the shaker. That's not a shaker. Oh, actually, maybe it is. I don't know. But that's the best shaker ever. Let me show you. Yeah. The bigger the glass, the more you drink. So I used to have a bottle instead of a glass. What school will you teach at? I'm teaching at Esin. This school. Coil like from fire, like heat waves. Ah, I see. Having some distortion, like a post-process distortion. Yeah, that's a good idea, but a bit too much. Talking about the particle distortion. Where is boy? What a silly boy. Alright, cool, let's go. We were doing this, yep. So, did we break everything? Nope. Now we can add some custom code using those. And do GL frag. No. GL frag color equal vec 4 1.0. Is it working? Yeah, okay, it seems to be working. 0.0, 1.0. There. Yeah, that's great. Okay, cool. What are those errors? Errors. Invalidate query ID. I don't know what's that.
Bye. Bye. Okay, wait. Hey, wait. Hey, wait. Ooh. You okay? Okay.
Just bumped his head into the door. So now what we should do is... I don't like to play with the GL frog color itself. Can we... I think it's outgoing light. I'm supposed to have... Ah, yeah, that's it. Outgoing light. Okay, so maybe I would change there in that case. I don't like that. If there we replace by that and add custom code here, we're not breaking anything. Then here we can do outgoing. No, it's not like that. It's outgoing light equal, and it's a vec3, so it's even better. I can do that, that, that. It should be red. Yeah, okay, perfect. So now we do a mix between the initial outgoing light and black according to, for now, 0.5. And we broke everything. No, vec3. Yeah, okay, so now I think it's darker, is it? Oh no, we have an issue. Okay, we have the reflection. That's weird. If we put 1. Oh no, never mind, it's working. That was weird. We can create floats fade out equal... Oh no, he's being crazy. He have energy spikes sometime and I mean every day actually. Pretty hard to handle. So fade out, we can do this, and it's gonna be the distance, no, the length of VUV. I'm not sure of what I'm doing right now. And we can do minus 0.5. Oh, not exactly. Okay, something is happening. Oh, it's because of the texture being repeated. Oh yeah, that's bad. I don't want to dive in the code and how Three.js is handling the repeat thing. Let me see. It's probably just 1. Yeah, that's it. So we can just use the repeat value, and the repeat value is there. Yeah, okay. So it's a bit silly, but still it should work. We can inject 0.5 multiply by the repeat. And if the repeat is different, it should work. This textures, repeat counts. Oh, it's not working. It should work. Maybe 2. Hey. Oh, that's weird. It doesn't work when we put that. The web motion going to trash. They don't need my work anymore. What are you talking about? The web motion. That's cool. Bruno, tu en penses quoi de l'accessibilité? Je demande ça parce que plein de jeunes veulent faire du WebGL mais ne connaissent rien en accessibilité. Alors que de plus en plus de sujets importants, surtout dans le luxe, Forgive me. Yeah, I'm really not good at accessibility with WebGL, but I know that R3F kind of handle this much better than doing. Oh, it's raining. Oh, you got lucky. Yeah. With R3F, I'm quite sure it's being handled better. And Brett Fan is one of Three.js Journey students and a moderator. Might say more about that. So unfortunately, I don't know much. Personally, I'm just having fun creating stuff, and usually the WebGL part is just some kind of sugar. How can you say, like the fancy experience in the back, and the rest of the website is completely separated, and you don't need the WebGL to use the website. So in a way, accessibility is not that important in the website I create, at least the WebGL experiences I create. But yeah, I'm not very good at that. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. Which is a good point for R3F. Very good point. You can turn up the microphone. Don't think so, because when I talk, it's actually the maximum. See? I mean, I can slightly increase it, but if I start screaming, it's gonna be bad. Sorry. You know, now they just need the lightning to animate the foreground. Hey Bruno, miss a part of your stream because of Diner. Now the lightning looks pretty awesome. How did you solve that? I changed the rect area light to a point light. That's all. We can't see it because right now I broke it, but that's all. Alright, cool, let's go. Pointer event is magical. Yeah, I bet. I bet. So why can't I do this? Am I doing something wrong? I mean, you can do mathematical operation like this inside back quotes. Oh, I know. Oh, that's so sad. It's because it's not a float. It's being rounded to 1, and 1 is not good for GLSL. I could have lost a lot of time on this one. So if I just do that, yeah, okay, it's fixed. Okay, so I can do maybe that, and oh, that's so bad. And this. Oh, maybe we can use 2 fix. Yeah, let's do that instead. Is it 2 fixed? 1. Yeah, okay, that's better. Let's do 2 fixed too. Okay, that's great. Now we can push it just like we did for the lightnings, actually. Almost the same formula. So what we do is we can do it there. Minus 0.5, maybe. I don't know. No, more. 0. Let's push it to the edges a bit more. 0.7 maybe. Yeah, that's cool. And then we multiply this. It looks bad. Let's keep clean code by doing multiple operation. 0.7. Okay, so we can get rid of this. Yeah. And then we multiply so that it fades faster. So it's gonna be, I don't know, like 5.0 maybe. Yeah, that's cool. We can apply a smooth step on it to kind of prevent the linear interpolation there. I think the smooth step, you have to send the value first, the start, the end, moment. Or something else. Check in the fridge. I did something wrong. What's that? Ooh. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, see? Oh, that's so weird. I don't like that in GLSL. Sometimes it's the first argument, sometimes it's the last one. Yeah, that's better. 1.0 minus that. Alright, cool. And now we can use the fade out as the mix. And that's not what I wanted to do. What? Okay, maybe actually it's this one. Yeah, that's it. What? No.
I think this boy,
You walked on the...
he licks it. I think it's
Alright, that's cool. So yeah, what we did is just that fade. And actually we can tweak it maybe a bit more, like 6 and 3. Yeah, that's cool. I like it. Alright, it's going well. We have the lights, we have the floor fade. Oh, we are almost done. Almost done. We can get rid of that. Let me check the chat quickly. You speak English very well. Thank you. I know I have a bad accent, but yeah, I hope everybody can understand. Are you French? Yes, I am. Am I? See? The company was working for in my free time in a WebGL project, just merged with another. So by... Ah, okay, I see. Oh, okay, I see. All right, cool. Hey, Anto. What's up? Who are you going to interview next? Because you put the level quite high with Merci Michel. What's next? So we have this git status, git add. Yeah, I like it. That's cool. Yeah, let's add the Doom guy. I don't know how fast we can do that. Actually, almost never use the Sketchfab models. It's raining like crazy outside. Actually, it's good because it's fresh. Doom guy. Doom guy. Oh, can we use something else? Let's see. I mean, Doom guy is probably the best one, but maybe we can find something else. Doom. We have guns. Oh, we have the classic Hair Knight. Oh, this one is looking good. So yeah, we have this guy. Oh, we will have to move it ourselves. I like the old one like this. It's a bit silly, but I like it. Yes, today's word is silly. I know when I find a new word, I use it a lot. I don't know. Should we go for the Doom guy? Oh, you have the... That could be a nice Easter egg. We have the helmet. This one is cool too. Oh yeah. Nah, I think I will go for the Doom guy. Oh yeah, this one is cool. Yeah, let's go for the Doom guy. So, how does it work? Alright, give me a moment. I need to connect to Sketchfab. I know you guys can't see. That's the point. Sketchfab. Okay. So we're going to need to auto convert format. Oh, I don't like that. Credit the creator. All right. This is oh cool. We can just copy that. That's great. Tomato exterior, banana. Okay, yeah, we are gonna add that. Oh wait, I need to close the door. The window. Allume le sound. Yep. Maybe the next one will be you. Oh, we can do that. Did you already ask me? Did you propose me? Code in UA. Yeah, it's super. It's the weather is super bad. Suzanne, no, not you, Suzanne. I mean, we are creating a Doom thing. I got answer. I can't confirm. Okay, we'll see. So yeah, let's go. Download. Yeah, let's use the FBX. I don't know. I should have tested the model offline. FBX. Okay, let's go. We send it to Blender. Can we drag and drop or still not? Ah, come on, Blender. After all those years, we still can't do that. Oh, the texture out there, I don't think it's going to work. Nope. Nope. He's cute. I don't understand. Why? Why are the texture in another folder and the links between the FBX and the texture not set properly? I don't get it. At least we have those sets. We probably just need to change the textures. Let's do that. Oops, that's not what I meant. Okay. Shader editor. Where's the shader editor? There. No, we have nothing set. Oh, come on. Oh, it's even worse. This one. Yeah, nothing is set. That's great. We need to set everything out on our own. What a mess. French speakers in the chat. Would you like to have Bruno in it? ITW? What's that? ITW. Why French speaker? You don't want to do it in English? Interview. Ah, right. I don't even know how many French speakers we have in the chat. Oh, that's weird. This one is fine. Oh, okay, it's just like a material. Okay, I get it. Oh, I don't want to change them. Let's do it. Doom Slayer. Arm left. Arm left. Oh, it's such a mess. They don't start with the same. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's save everything first. Sorry. Maybe I will just stop and do that offline. Oh, the files. Why everything is gray? Where am I? Computer. Wait, give me a moment. Yeah, okay. Boy, don't destroy the shirt. Right. Right. So we have the legs. That's all. Oh, we have the face there. That's weird. Is there really a face inside? Oh wait, this one is being used too? Oh no, that's such a mess. Oh. What? Yeah, I don't think we can make it work. Okay, we can move it, that's great. Okay, this one is fine too. Yeah, at least we should be able to move it however we want. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, you did a good job. Why when I'm doing this, it's bad. Yeah, I think I will do that offline. Anyway, it's getting late. Maybe we can just export this one so that we have something to watch. Tuk tuk tuk, and something in the scene. Oh, the face is inside. Okay, I get it. Let's get rid of the face. Bye. Is it the last part? Oh, we have some eyes. Yeah, let's hide this. Oh no, actually, I can just select those, I guess. Oh, they created all the. Oh, that's great. They created all the bones for the face. Wow. Unfortunately, bye bye. Alright, cool. Then we export this. I don't know if we can. That's not the right project. Oh, let's use Doomguy. I like that name. So, no animation. Let's keep everything static. We need those. Yeah, this one is not important right now. I just want like a model without anything on it. Vertex color. Let's remove the material so that we have the default one. We can compress it. Include selected object, visible objects, vulnerable objects, active collection. Oop. All right, cool. Let's go. So the size will be probably bad. We'll see that in a minute. Okay. Let me check the chat. Salut. Project, long time no see. Hey Eddie. By the way, Bruno, English or French is no big deal, but the channel is currently... Yeah, continue in French. That's better. Twitch widget for viewers country. Oh, nice. Sure. Alright, cool. So, yeah, let's add the Doom guy. We can add it in the environment. We don't really care. It's not going to be animated. Light. Doom guy. And we are going to finish with that. Right, then we can load it. Do we have models? No, no models. Not an issue. Doom guy model. I forgot. Doom guy in WebGL. No, that's not the one. String. Not that's the one. Okay, this one. Static assets, Doom guy model. Yeah, okay, why not? Doom guy model. Is it a GLB? Yes, GLB. Oh, we don't have Draco. Oh no, it's a mistake I did. I remember this one. I need to fix it on the template. Draco. And the problem is we need a slash somewhere. There. Yeah, okay, it's working. Ooh, the model seems quite heavy. Yeah. It's gonna be big or something like that. Oh, actually, no, it's not that. It's a scene, which is a group, usually. Yeah, okay. Here's the Doom guy. Let's reduce it. Too small. Too big. A bit too big. Yeah, okay, nice. Then we can move it down. I just want to add something to finish with a new feature. 0.5. No, it's probably 1. Yeah, I think it's 1. Yeah, a bit more. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Can't wait to have the textures, obviously, but that's cool. Ah, should we add the shadows? I don't want to add shadows. Shadows are going to mess up with the performances, but that's weird. Like here, you're not supposed to see the red light here is drinking. Yeah, I'm gonna need to walk in. Still, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, we'll probably just add shadows on this one. I don't know. We'll see that later. Anyway, I will work on the model offline so that the textures and everything are working. And yeah, maybe we can create a cool pose. Anyway, let's go. We are done for today. Let's do the giveaway. So, for the giveaway. I'm so tired. Not focused at all. Let me prepare everything. We need the other keyboard. Let's show something a bit better. Let's use my super interface we created. Yeah, like that. Okay, so let's do the giveaway. If you guys want to change to win the Three.js Journey course, you need to put something in the chat. I will tell you what shortly. So yeah, Three.js is the library I'm using to create those. So if you want to create the same kind of things, take that course. If you want more info, here's the link. And did it work? I don't think so. No, it didn't. So let me write it on my own. Three.js Journey. I mean, manually. Okay, now it's working. So first you need to follow me, then you need to put in the chat, and the word is, let's do the usual. You need to write Doom in the chat, D-O-O-M. Let's go. And don't forget to follow me. Doom. Dooms. $25. Come on, let's go. And just once, you don't get more chances by putting multiple ones. Don't forget to follow me, I will check that too. Yeah, we need the shadows. That's so sad. Just for some very specific parts. It will be cool with the textures, quite sure of it. 30. Alright. All good? Yeah, I think that's it. Let's roll. And congratulations to Peppermint Social Club. Peppermint Social Club, can you put something in the chat so that I can... Oh, I got you actually. You don't need to. I can't send you a whisper. Oh. Oh, I'm having a bug. Wait. I can't send you a whisper. Give me just one moment. I think there is an issue with Twitch. Okay, it's working. Here you go. Check your whispers. And congratulations. And well, I will try to stream tomorrow, but I need to prepare the lessons for the school ESIN that I told you about. So I'm not sure to stream tomorrow, but I will try. Anyway, thank you everyone. See you later. Bye bye.